Are you ready? Are you willing to love them through the pain? Past the pain? Can you do it? It's hard, I know. Let me tell you something. People be deep in their feelings, and I get it. I once was deep in my feelings too. Okay? We be deep in our feelings. And when you deep in your feelings have the potential to drown you. They have the potential to keep you from seeing because you're so busy trying to survive those feelings that you don't see what's going on around you. And it's kind of like, y'all know when people they be afraid and they can't swim and they get a little water and they start panicking, right? They start panicking and all they had to do was stand up. Sometimes that's us in our feelings. We get to panicking because we feel the emotion, right? Emotions are strong. Let's not lie about that. Emotions are strong, especially emotional damage, right? We feel it. It's like a paper cut. You know how small a paper cut can be, but how painful that paper cut can be. Something so tiny hurts so bad. That's feelings. Feelings can hurt so bad. The reason why I'm saying this is because I see a lot of people suffering from their emotions, and I get it. I once suffered from my emotions too. And one of the things about suffering through your emotions is being logical with those emotions. It's not just sitting with the emotions and understanding them, because if you're understanding them from an emotional place, you may not be logical about the emotions and you may not get real understanding about that emotion. I just want people to make sure that they are willing to love through the pain, because you're going to have to. So when you are a grown adult and you still have issues with your parents, you know that childhood emotional pain, you don't always process it as an adult. And sometimes as an adult, you get to comparing, right? You get to comparing who you are as a parent versus who your parents were as a parent. And here's the key to that. Sometimes you are the parent that you are because of the childhood, right? Well, those things, I didn't like the way that made me feel, or I didn't like this, so I'm not going to do that with my kids. So you don't do that with your kids. And because you don't do that with your kids, you believe that you're a better parent than your parents, and you just can't process how, why, would, all these other things. Comparison, right? What do they say about comparison? It steals a lot of things, and sometimes it's common sense. I'm not saying that to offend you. I'm saying that to be honest with you. Sometimes it takes the logic right out of things because you're comparing. But what you have to realize, they aren't you, and they don't have all the experiences you have, just as you don't have all the experiences that they have. And truth be told, we don't even know them people for real. We don't know those people for real. We don't know everything that they've been through. We don't know all their battles. We don't know those people for real. Okay? All we know is that those people are our people. And they had us, and whatever happened in between, right? That's all you truly, truly know. You don't know their deepest, darkest emotions or feelings and all those things. You don't know everything that they had to battle within themselves. Here's the thing. When a lot of people are trying to reconcile, or they're trying to say, I need my parents to validate the pain that they caused me, right? And you're having a hard time with your parents validating the pain that they caused you. Here's one of the reasons why. You're looking from the lens of your pain, and they're looking from the lens of their love. Y'all ain't on the same page. Y'all ain't sharing the same truth. Y'all are not on the same page. It doesn't mean either one of y'all a liar. It just means that y'all are not in alignment. So when you're saying why can't they, it's because they're looking through the lens of love. You're looking through the lens of pain. It just is what it is. Here's the thing. You can't stay in the past. There's a reason why the Bible said you'll turn into a pillar of salt. You'll be bitter if you keep looking back. If you keep looking back, you can't even see what's in front of you. You can't see the change within people. You can't see the change within yourself. You can't see the growth. You can't see anything because you're not looking at it. You're looking in the past, right? The other thing is sometimes you just got to let that pain go. There is no way to do it but to do it. You have to forgive in order to heal. People don't like that. I don't need to forgive in order to heal. Well, you don't need to forgive in order to avoid, in order to run away, in order to bury. You can bury those things. And you can bury them for a long time until they pop back up again, because nothing stays buried. Absolutely nothing. It may stay buried for a while, but eventually it comes back up again. Anyways, look at it as, do you love them more than the pain that you feel? Emotional pain is real. It's powerful. It's blinding to love. It is a lot of things. And sometimes the key to that battle is being logical. I know I love them. I know they love me. And you gotta have to hold on to that. Love is what you're truly gonna have to hold on to get through that emotional pain. And it don't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes work. You got to work through that. But love could be the thing that carries you through that journey of that pain. Anyways, y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. I'm just telling you from my own experience what I had to do. It was love that carried me through. Because when everything in me said, F you, this ain't even worth it, you ain't even worth it. Love would always remind me, but you love them too. And you're not in denial about that. Because honestly, when it comes to our parents, we tend not to love them because a part of ourselves that we feel they created, we don't love, right? If everything they did was perfect, we wouldn't complain. We would just live in bliss, but they're not perfect people, and neither are we. That's why I say sometimes you got to learn to forgive to be forgiven. Because if you ever think there's going to come a day that you, yourself, won't need to be forgiven, then you're fooling yourself. And here's another way you're fooling yourself. Don't ever think just because you apologize, your apology will make it right. It doesn't. So you could be causing damage in people's lives, in your life, in your children's lives, and you are blinded to it until that damage shows itself. And it takes time to show itself. So while your children are young and you're thinking you're the best parent ever, or why you just feel like you're love bombing your children because you never want them to feel like they're not loved, baby, there's other things that you do too. You can be emotionally dependent on them, and that can be a burden that them children ain't ready to carry. And when they become adults and they start to see the things that you have done manifest in their life, they're going to be looking right at you. You gave me this. You did this. The same way that you're looking at your parents when you got older and you started to see the effects of what they did to you in your life. You did this. That finger will always come back to you. So you have to learn to forgive, because you're going to have to teach your children how to forgive too. I'm just saying, but y'all believe what y'all want to believe. But sorry is never going to make it right. Sorry does not erase the past. It doesn't change the past. And one thing I tell people, you cannot go back to the past. You can only live in the present, and you can only walk towards the future. But you can never change the past, so there is no reason for you to stay there, because you're going to live in a constant cycle of that past. And fear, whatever you're fearing from your past, or whatever you fear from your childhood that you don't want to create in your children's life, you will manifest in one way or another, because that's the power of fear. Anyways, I done talked long enough. I got things to do. Y'all hear my washing machine. It's a song that never ends. Y'all have a good day.